Microphone check 1 2 1 2. That's right. It's your boy DJ Mad Scientist, and I am getting it down to a science, y'all. I'm here on time. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up, just so you know. Um, I'm also keeping my eye out for the Dodger game. I am from LA. I'm from LA, so you guys cannot be mad. I'm gonna still do the whole hour, but I'm be keeping an eye out on the Dodger game. Okay, y'all cannot be mad because I think what would be crazy is if the Dodgers beat the Toronto, what are they called? Blue Jays. I don't even know what they're called, right? Toronto, what? If they do, like, this will be considered the greatest Kendrick versus Drake run. And I just will not believe that there would be another type of two people who are just diametrically opposed to each other. And I think I want to say we could say officially it started. When did Kendrick release Control? 2014. All right. So from 2014 to 2025, that is pretty much the greatest run between two adversaries ever to exist. Okay. I know y'all gonna be like, well, why are you here, mad scientist? Why are you here? Because I promised y'all that I would be here always on time. I promised y'all I would always drop this. Okay. Now let's get down to some business. If you notice at the top, right there. If you notice that right there, it's a QR code. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you where it goes to, right? I'll take you to where it's going to go. Hold on. Gotcha. What? Yes. Mad Scientist merch. Definitely check it out. You can now go to the QR code and go straight to the website. I got the dad hat. I got the hoodies. I got the beanies. I got the backpacks. Of course, I got t-shirts, all kind of t-shirts. And guess what? Look, they just so you know, they come in a lot of different options. Okay, so you don't have to feel like, well, mad scientist, that's a girl wearing that hat, right? It is a girl wearing the hat, but it comes in different colors. Okay, like that's a black hat. It also comes in a red hat, right? It comes in a pink hat. So, whatever color you like, bam, you can get it. Okay. Ladies, you might feel like, oh, well, that's a guy wearing that hoodie. Yes, it's a guy wearing a hoodie, but we have different colors. See? Boom. Okay. I just delivered this color to someone. Okay. Real nice color, looks good. It's got the white logo, or you got the black logo as well. You got the black logo as well. Look at that black logo. Looks good, right? Exactly. So feel free to go straight to the website, right? Get some of that Mad Scientist merch. If you do get some of the merch, please send me a picture. Let me know that you are getting the merch, and I'll give you a shout out. I would definitely appreciate it for sure. And I'll definitely give you a shout out. Okay. All right. Let's get down to business. What I promise you guys is my channel is not a how-to. First of all, first and foremost, this is not a how-to. This is more like think of it as a vlog, right? Think of it as like I'm on a journey to become famous. And one day you guys will be like, yo, I remember that guy. He was always talking about how he got famous. and you guys get to see my journey, the good and the bad. Okay, the good and the bad. So certain things I've had to learn how to do, like look into the camera. I mean, this camera is like little small, but I've had to learn how to look and talk into the camera. Um, I've had to learn how to structure my content so that not only is it interesting, but I can sell things. These are all the things I'm learning, right? And you get to see it learn. You get to see it happen in real life. It's not like one day you wake up, oh, mad scientist, you're here and you're big time. Or mad scientist, how did it happen? It seems so unattainable, right? I'm just like you guys. And so whatever happens to me, more than likely, it will happen to you. But the benefit that you get is that you get to see it. And whatever mistakes I make, I will let you know for sure that they're a mistake. And we can beep, 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 back up, back it up. Back it up. And then we can try something different. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Do you want someone who's like authentic and real, or do you want somebody made up? Right? Ooh, whoa. I told you I'm watching the game. No outs, somebody on first base. All right, Dodgers. Yeah. All right. Okay, so that is what we do on this channel. And every Friday, 6 o'clock, I sit here and I discuss different things. Some of the things I have like a lot of expertise in, some of the things I have no expertise, but I got to learn, right? Like right now, I'm learning AI. I'm learning AI. I didn't think that I would want to learn AI because I don't know if it applies to what I do. A lot of the things that I do, I love doing it, and I don't want someone else to do it. For example, they have AI programs that will do mixes for you, right? It will mix like a group of songs for you. And there's a part of me that wants to make that happen because, and I'll tell you why. I put mixes, and this will correlate to what I'm going to show you later on in terms of the analysis of my channel. I put mixes on the channel. That's how I get attention. That's not how I get paid, but that's how I get attention. Okay. So if I could spit out multiple mixes, let's say I can spit out multiple mixes, like maybe 3 mixes in an hour. I can create all kind of mixes and spit them out in an hour and then upload them. Boom. And then according to the software I was using, you can also like add video to it. If I could do that within an hour, like maybe I won't even say an hour, just one weekend, right? Then I can create some really innovative mixes and be like, okay, well, I did it, and great. And it cuts down my time in having to do it myself. The problem that I'm coming up with is, number one, I like doing mixes. And what makes a DJ a good mixer is the way he mixes. And the technology for AI is just not quite caught up to, the type of music that I do, which is in terms of knowing, like, if I could just say, hey, mix it like this, right? Or even if it doesn't get it right exactly, like I use DJ Studio, and the amount of time it takes for me to like set up the transitions, I'm also just go through and mix it. If it takes an hour for me to mix just to do one mix, I need that time cut down to like, okay, no more than like 10 minutes. That I'm like, mm, and it just hasn't. DJ Studio just hasn't gotten to the point yet. And I'm not giving a review. My point I'm trying to make is, but it just hasn't gotten to the point where I could set up a mix within a 10-minute period. And so either I'm going to have to learn how to use it so I could use that AI technology so I can do it within 10 minutes, or I'm going to have to like just do it myself And of course, when you're mixing in real time, so you can't speed up that hour. But at the same time, when it comes down to my logo was created with AI. So I've got to learn AI. And that's part of my process that I'm going through. Now, when it comes down to some promotional things, I know that. I know it. And oh, 2 men on base, no outs. Man on first. We in the third inning. Dodgers up 1-0 against Toronto. Oh, here we go. 2-0 Dodgers. Okay, 2-0 Dodgers. Got a hit. No outs. Oh, they're about to get somebody out. Okay, cool. That was great. I'm sorry. You see that in real time. 1 out. Dodgers 2-0. The thing about the Dodgers is this. They just know how to win at this point. They don't have the best pitching. They don't have the best bats. They just know what to do to win. They just do little smart things to just know how to get to win, know how to get to the win. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So when it comes down to marketing, promotion, I know how to do that. I'm expert at that. Okay. So the reason why you're going to come to this channel is number one, to see my process, see my train wreck. Number two, I'm going to be showing you some things I'm learning that you may want to try out yourself. And number three, I know some things that you're going to be like, oh, man, that's good. Look out, mad scientist. Now, I'm waiting. I use StreamYard. I'm waiting till it gets to the point where I could use it with a DAW. And when that happens, then I'll be able to like show you how to do beats. Okay. But right now, can't do it because it's not, it doesn't coordinate with my DAW so I can show you how to do beats. And I don't want to learn how to use OBS. I'm kind of waiting. I may end up contacting StreamYard directly and be like, yo, figure that out. And then maybe they can work on it. Maybe they can contact, I use Cubase, so maybe they can contact Cubase and be like, yo, what can we do to kind of like work with each other? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the whole point of this exercise today. And what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to tell you straight up, I didn't have a viral moment. I did all these videos, and I did not have like no one time where I had a viral moment, and I'm not balling out on YouTube. Okay. So if you're like thinking like, I want to see if you're balling out, I want to see if you made all this money and tell me how, nah, it's not that. That may happen next year, hopefully, but it won't happen this year. I mean, anything could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. Just based upon, what I'm seeing. Okay, so if you do go to the YouTube channel, this is my YouTube channel, right? This is real, right? This is not fake. Look, you can see it go up and down, okay? You can see the fact that I don't get a lot of views, okay? And I don't have good analytics to show you, but I still look at it. So this is a matter of you learning how and you watching me make a decision for 2026, okay? What I do know how to do is I know how to analyze data. I do know how to do that. Okay. So you give me some data, I could analyze it and come to logical conclusions. Okay. Now, in terms of content, I create 3 different types of content. Well, 4. Okay. Let me go to my channel. And so you can see it that way. Okay. Oh, 2 outs, 1 man on third base. Hold on. So I have my party mixes. That's one type of content. I have my hot takes. That's my second kind of content. And I have my music marketing. my third kind of content. Shorts, okay, you can say fourth. That's a content. And my music video, fifth. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. These are all playlists, but basically 5. And you can say that lyric videos and visualizers are a different kind of content, right? I, in 2026, let me say this about lyric videos and visualizers. I'm going to have learn how to do AI lyric videos and AI visualizers. Okay. I'm going to do that. Primarily because I think it's important. So that's one of the goals in 2026 is to learn how to do that. The technology's out there. I just don't know um, which one to use and how to create the prompts. If you are watching this and you know how to do that, um, then it would be great if you could comment and tell me, hey, you should try this or you should try that. But I want to, it's my goal to learn how to use, to learn how to create lyric videos and visualizers using AI. Okay. Um, so these are all the content 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's what I made this year. So the question that I have was with all the content that I have and with the experience that I now have going on in 2026, what kind of content should I make? Should I take some of it out or should I continue on? Okay, so that's the question. Because I don't want to waste time making content that is not going to do anything for me. Okay. Now, here we have my videos for my mixes. And you'll see right here, some of it's partially blocked. It's like blocked in Russia. So that's not blocked. And more importantly, they're ineligible to monetize. So with my mixes, even though I get a lot of views, right? I can't monetize them. Okay. Now, the sharing part, this is my music video. I own that. So I can share it. Who am I sharing it with? With record label. And so I get money from that record label part and I get money from here. Okay. And so, okay, so that's good. So this is my original content. I can essentially monetize. Okay. Um, all the hot takes, I can definitely monetize. Okay. All of the marketing videos that I do, these videos that I do here, it's mine, it's me talking. I own it, I can monetize it. Okay. And so the first answer to the question is of all this content that I use, which one do I actually own? Okay. That's the first question. I own the hip hop content. So whenever you do something that you own, yes, you should continue to do it. The marketing content, I own that. My shorts, I own that. And my music videos, I own it. Okay. And so that's the first that's the first question that we're answering, right? Is what can I own? Now, of the videos that I own, what should I continue to do? Now, with the lives, with the hot topics, I generally get around less than 100 plays. That's what I'm getting right now. Okay. So, like I said, I didn't have no viral moment. Okay. Typically, sometimes I will get more, but typically I get less. Now, if you notice right here on this one, I got 979. That's as viral as I got for hot topics. Why did I get that 979? But on here, on this hot topic, I got 15. What's the difference? Number one difference is topic. What are we talking about? And then number two, there's a thing that I do called promotions. You'll see the promotions tab. And here you'll see right here. Let me make sure you're actually seeing it. Yeah, you're seeing it. Yeah, you're seeing it. Here you see something right here. You see where it says disapproved. Now, what YouTube can generally do when you go through these lives or when you up, they're going to go through and kind of create a transcript of all of the you know of your entire dialogue. Okay, if they don't like something about what you said, and generally it's saying election, which I don't understand, but it's election related. But I don't understand from their perspective what they mean by that. Um, then it'll let you have it on the channel, but it won't let you promote it. Okay. But it could be anything. If they don't let you, if they don't like what you're saying, or if they feel like what you're saying is not beneficial to their platform, or then they can decide not to pr- allow you to promote it. But it can still be on my platform. Okay. I can promote the my mixes, but guess what? I can't monetize it. And typically I'll spend about $10 promoting it. I was able to successfully promote this hot take. I spent $10 and I was able to get 64 views and 20 subscribers. Okay. My music marketing, I'm able to do that as well on this music marketing. This particular one, I can't see which one it is, but I promoted it. I spent $20. I got 2,000 views and 1 subscriber. So when it comes down to promotion, first let me say one thing. You'll hear a lot of people on YouTube saying, "Well, you could do this organically," and a lot of people kind of have this fantasy in their head that organic is better than promo. Okay, I'm crossing my hand. I'm crossing my arms like I'm Professor Mad Scientist now. Okay, and I'm looking back to see, okay, one out, one guy on base. Toronto's up. Okay, you can have this fantasy in your head that somehow people are going to magically, and when I say people, I mean thousands of people are going to magically find your channel because, they're going to type in something, some magical sequence of words, and that's going to tell YouTube, hey, push up mad scientists in front of them. That's not how it works. Okay. And it would not be any beneficial to YouTube if they did that. Okay. A lot of people will push this idea of organic. And I say to them, I will go organic when Super Bowl ads or World Series ads are no more viable. Like right now, the Super Bowl is on and there's a Geico commercial on. I guarantee you, Geico has paid a lot of money to put that ad on to whatever channel that the World Series is on. That's just the reality. So YouTube is the biggest search engine on the planet. You're gonna have to pay to get your face in front of people. That's about if you're serious, and that's the bottom line. A lot of the people that you see that become large YouTubers or large podcasts, it's because they have a marketing budget, and part of their marketing is promotion. Okay, so they have a promotion budget. They have a whole tab on YouTube channel that says, okay, allow. So there's a budget that they put, and they say, okay, and they may use some kind of calculation to determine how long they're going to promote, how many days, how much they're going to spend per video. But I guarantee you they're promoting. So if you have the question, should I promote my videos? The answer is yes, because in no world, only on YouTube, like YouTube world, and I won't even call it YouTube world. Only in YouTube fantasy world does promotion not work. Okay. I was happy when they made it easier, and they got a customer in me. So if YouTube, you're watching this, I'm a good customer. Let me go ahead and promote my important videos. Now, so that's my content. So now let's look at the analytics. Okay. Here's the analytic front page. Okay. And what you can do is you can, there's two buttons you can look, and we're going to look at both those buttons with me. And I'm going to show you how I analyze the information. All right. So today, within the last 48 hours, I had some views, people coming in and watching videos. Now, just so you won't think like, oh, mad scientist, are you promoting? Okay, you'll see that I have no promotions going on right now. The last one I tried to do got disapproved. So today was organic day, if you want to call it that. Okay. And so I'm looking at what people are looking at today. Okay, within the last 48 hours. Okay. And what they were looking at is, oh, the Joe Budden podcast, Native Land. That was a big topic in the black community. So I got some views on that. I got some traction. Cool. And it was organic. Okay. It was organic. One just popped up. Okay. Then, okay, within the last 10 minutes of the 6 o'clock hour, I got a view. Okay. I don't know what they were viewing. I wish they would say, it happened at this time and what they were watching. Okay. What else were they watching? They were also watching. And this won't go up and down. Okay. Anyway, they were also watching my R&B mixes. Now on the weekend, these R&B mix numbers go up because it's brunch music. Okay. So pretty much brunch weekend, I get good numbers on that. My marketing videos come in and oh, okay, that's what that is. People are watching me first 10 minutes of the live. Okay. Now, surprisingly, I'm starting to get views on my music videos. What? So that's cool. I'm happy about that. But mostly what I get organically, if you want to throw that out, are topics, my hot topics where I'm talking about something popular. And this one can't be promoted because of I'm talking about Native Land, which is a political or podcast. Anyway, so this tells me exactly what people are watching organically. Okay. So just based on the last 48 hours, what I'm getting, and I got somebody watched a discussion of the MC Johnny T new music review. So one of the marketing videos. But mostly it tells me that if I have the right topic, people will watch it on my hot topics. I own it. That's a good thing. And it can be monetized. Maybe I should keep doing it. Okay. Dodgers back up. One out. Okay. In terms of the Mad Scientist mixes, I don't own it, but people are going to be watching this. Like today is Friday in California, Saturday, Sunday. I know that already. Just take my word for it. And my music video, I own it. People are watching. I'm going to continue to do more music videos. What I want to do more is, because it's less expensive to do AI lyric videos and AI visualizer videos. Okay. All right. So, okay. So cool. Now I can come here to my total analytics and okay. So this gives me, and I wanted to look at not the last 20 days, last 365 days for the year. Okay. This is what I did for the year. Okay. At the end of the day, I should know what the heck is going on. Okay. Total revenue for the year, $10. Total subscribers for the year, 12,000 subscribers. Views, 100,000 views, 101,000 views. Watch time, 6,000, almost 7,000 watch time. My overall impression click-through rate should be 10%, but right now it's at 3.9 or 4%. So I got work to do on that. Okay. But you want it to be closer to 10%, if not 10%. Okay. And that's when you're counting your impressions versus how many people actually view your channel. Okay. So that's your click-through rate. All right. So for the past year, this is going to tell me pretty much the best of the best, the worst of the worst. Okay. All the way down to the worst, which was Kendrick Lamar's 5-time Grammy win reaction, to the best, which was my music video. Okay. Now, for my best, I have my music video, but how did it get 52,000 views? Well, I promoted it. I spent $500. Okay. And my click-through rate was 1.7. So that didn't really perform very well. So now that I've got 52,000 views, I probably won't promote it anymore. I'll let it go and kind of focus on new music, or like I said, lyric video visualizers, right? If this improves, then I probably will start putting some money to push it. But right now, at 1.7, now it did give me 520 subscribers. You know, the watch time was 5.6%. So that's very short, but we'll see. I mean, I have 16,000 subscribers. I think I want to focus on getting my 16,000 subscribers to come instead of adding more people who are not watching me. I rather figure out how to get the 16,000 people to watch me. Okay. And that comes down to what kind of content, which is what we're trying to figure out. All right. Now, my mix, I have less views. I have 16,000 views, but the click-through rate is 5.7, almost 6. So what that says to me is that people want to see my mixes. I am a DJ. I'm a DJ. I DJ 3 to 4 times a week. It's what I do. I do it well. So I'm not mad at the fact that people want to see me DJ. Okay. But I don't own it. And I can't get any ad revenue. So if I keep pushing it out, what is that going to give me, right? Well, I'll tell you later. When it comes down to marketing, again, the marketing, I got like 3 views on one view. I mean, one new subscriber on another one. 4 subscribers on another one. Small amount of subscribers, okay? And the click-through rate, it's like 1.3, 1.7, kind of low. 1.7. What kind of revenue am I getting? 65 cents, 23 cents. We know with the music videos, I get 0. So even with the marketing, I may not get a good click-through rate, but I make money. I make the most money per se per video. Okay. I make a higher amount of money. I've made a higher amount of money, 34 cents, 12 cents, than I would if I did if I did anything else. Okay. Now, what made me the most money is my music videos. So what that tells me is I need to make more visualizers. I need to make more lyric videos for my music. I need to make more music videos because even though I have a small click-through rate, I'm making more money on revenue, and you can just multiply that times 2. So 495 times 2. Okay. So at the end of the day, with my hot takes, see, even with the hot takes, Drake versus UMG, I made 67 cents. Okay. So what's the click-through rate on this one? 1.2 click-through rate. Did I get any subscribers? No, got no subscribers, but I made more money. Okay, with my views. I got 101 views. And so what that says to me in regards to what this says to me is, ooh, Toronto just tied it up. Looks like it was a home run. Yeah, the slapping 5. This is a home run. All right, 2-2, whatever. All right. What this says to me is, in terms of the content, my most valuable content is my music. My most popular content is my mixes, right? I own my music videos. I don't own my mixes. Do I want to continue to do these marketing videos? Do I want to continue to do the hot takes? Because the hot takes, let me see. Now here's one album review where I got a click-through rate. That's an album review of Clips, one of the biggest hip hop albums of the year. But only made like a cent. At 118 views, made a cent, but the click-through rate is pretty high, 4.2. Okay. That's pretty good. I wish I could like let me see, content. No, that's not what I want. Wish I could filter it, but that's okay. The point is what am I going to do with the question is in 2026, moving forward, what am I going to do with content? Okay. Now, let's go back to, let's get out of here with this because we've seen this. And let's go back to content. Actually, let's go here. Share this tab instead. All right, so we have my mixes. A lot of views, no money. Hip hop topics, not a lot of views, good money per, in terms of views. Same thing with marketing. Not a lot of views, but good money. The hot topics, I can't really promote it. Marketing, I can promote it. So I need to ask myself, did I spend time doing hot topics? What's the benefit? Could I, instead of doing hot topics, maybe I thought about doing a album of the week. You know how they have the book club and we all sit there and we all like talk about the album as opposed to hot topics. We'll see. That might be a better option because then I can get the people involved that are followers on the channel involved with what I'm doing, with the content that we're making. And like Don Lemon has a membership level where you can come in and be a part of the discussion. actually you can discuss it as a subscriber, and then I just kind of mediate it. Also, I see a lot of people, they'll do like live, um, they'll do live, like, hey, I'll rate your beat. I wouldn't do that because people aren't coming. Most of my listeners, most of my subscribers, they just want to hear me mix. And maybe, we can talk about different records and whether or not they could fit. The point I'm trying to make is I have to just figure out if doing hip hop topics is even worth it. Yes, I own it, but yes, make a little money, but it's not really converting well. People are not looking at it, right? And even when they see me, it's like, music marketing. I'll tell you this is probably going to always be on here just because it's kind of like my blog. I call it music marketing, but it's kind of like my blog. So I'm probably going to keep that on here. Okay, shorts. Some people say it's good to have shorts because it gets you views and attention because people would like to. And since they are like really easy to make, I'll probably continue to do them. What I do need to do in 2026, I need to double down on here, making more music videos and probably more lyric and visualizers. So that's literally what I need to work on, is doing more music that I own and more content. So the hot topics, it's kind of like on if we're going to do it or not. Now, we talked about how can we, with these mixes, it gets a lot of views, but how can we monetize them? So another thing that I'm going to do next year is I'm going to start creating memberships, right? And so right now I have no members, okay? Like I said, I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I have no members. So what I'm thinking about doing is saying, okay, you guys like when I DJ, right? But these are like generic mixes, okay? Just songs that sound good together. But when I go to the club tonight, I have very specific mixes that I do that you can only hear if you come to the club. And maybe what I need to do is I need to start creating, I need to go ahead and create those specific mixes and put them on the channel. If you are a member, you have access to those mixes. Like I have a brunch mix. It's a 4-hour brunch mix. I have a 2-hour birthday mix. Okay. I have other ideas for different kind of mixes. And if I can do those mixes and you're a member, I may make the membership $5 a month. That way you have access to my special mixes. And I'll probably need to decide if I'm going to put those special mixes up per week or per month, per 2 weeks. I'm going to have to make that decision by 2026. So that's the hey Erica, how you doing? I didn't see you over there. It's not working. That would be cool. Okay. So I have you on Instagram, on IG, Erica. I'm going to hit you up because I have a question for you because you're like the IG expert. So those are going to be, from now on, that's going to be my discussion for 2026 is whether, what I need to do in the next year that's going to be worth it for me to do it. And I'm looking back because, again, I'm watching the Dodger game. Dodgers tied 2-2, against the Toronto Blue Jays. So I got to decide what's worth it for me to do and what's worth it for me not to do. If you do have any comment, and Erica, I couldn't see, I wasn't paying attention as to when you got here, but I kind of said with the hot takes, I don't know if I'm going to do those next year. I may do something else to be live. The marketing thing I'm going to continue to do because it's my blog, it's my journey. Okay. And I'm going to continue to do it, whether it's profitable or not. The hot takes, I'm not sure because I could probably switch and do something different with that time that will get that I can own and then get more attention. Okay, get more of the 16. I have 16,000 subscribers. I need to get everybody more involved. And it seems to me, and this is what I was showing everyone. Here, let me show you because I know you're here now. What I was showing everyone is people like my mixes. I'm a very good DJ and I'm not mad at that. Right? I'm not mad at the fact that people want to hear me mix. So of all the things that people are coming to see, they're coming to see me mix. And so that's what I have to continue to do is mixes. But unfortunately, I can't monetize it. So I have to come up with, other creative ways. That's why I said I'm gonna have special mixes, like I said, brunch. So if you're having brunch at home, because I know things getting more expensive, people don't want to go out as much. So if you have a brunch at home with your friends, you can, throw in the Mad Scientist brunch. He's not live, but it's cool because it's just us, right? And so I'm going to definitely do that next year. And then my music, people are watching my music, and I make the most money when I have my music up. So I'm going to start posting up more of my music, as in visualizers and visualizers and lyric video. And what I need from you is help with knowing which AI platform to go to. There's so many AI platforms out there. And I want before I start taking time to learn a platform or learn how to do prompts, I want to know exactly where to go. I don't want to be wasting my time with some starter pack. I want to go ahead, learn how to do prompts, learn how to make lyric videos, learn how to make visualizer videos. And that way I can go ahead and start putting those up. And so that's the plan. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut y'all short today. Erica, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. I'll hit you up on IG when I'm done here. That way I know you're the IG expert. And so I'm gonna shoot you some questions. And then but for everyone else, I will see you guys next week. I'm still going to do the hot takes for this year. I'm going to finish out with the hot takes this year. It's just I'll let you know, hey, December, either I'm going to continue to do them or I'm not. Not that I don't like doing hot takes. It's just, it's not popping. I don't see it popping off. But we still got what, 2.5 months? So you never know what might happen. And with political stuff, I can't even promote it. So it's always going to be stuck on, 10 views. And I just don't want to have content up there that no one's watching and I can't even promote it. At least with the marketing stuff, I can promote it and push it out, but it's my blog. And so I'm going to continue to do it. All right, I think that's it. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Go Dodgers. Go Dodgers, baby. Go Dodgers. All right. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Late.